the place you have to start, and this works for podcasting, this works for TV, movies, this works for being a chief evangelist, is really starting with the audience. Like, who are you speaking to? Because if you don't really think about the audience, if you say, I'm going to do something for everyone, then you're not going to really speak to anyone. You have to find who is that audience, that perfect persona that you're trying to speak to. Once you understand that, is understand like, okay, what is the value that you're going to provide to that audience? Whether it's entertainment, if it's information, if you're combining them with edutainment, what are you trying to convey? And then use your uniqueness, use your background, your experiences to then convey that information. I get people to reach out to me all the time, and it's like, oh, there's just so many podcasts on cybersecurity. Oh, there's so many podcasts on true crime. But honestly, if you bring in your own personal experiences, your own quirks, your personality to that same material, you could have someone that's looking at the very same script, but it'd be applied very differently because you are a unique individual. And the more you can dive into who you are as a person and really understand who you are when you're creating content or podcasts, the better it's going to be at the end of the day. And the final thing I'll say about podcasting is just don't give up. Just don't give up. A lot of folks give up on podcasting because it does sound simple on the outset. You think, oh, I'll just hit record and have a conversation, because I have great conversations all the time, and I'll send it out. I'll have 10,000 downloads on day one, and we'll just keep it moving. But that's not the case. And quite often you're going to speak to not a lot of people in the very, very beginning. I'm sure you've had the same experience as well. But the more you do it, the more you craft your message, the more you hone your skills as a podcaster, whether you're doing an interview podcast or you're doing a narrative podcast, the better you get, and the more succinct and tight you get your messaging for folks in that audience, the better it's going to be. And just don't think about the downloads. Just think about if you can impact somebody with your message today, that should be enough to keep you going.